What is up, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Mackenzie. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. Happy December, you guys. It's Christmas month. So the inside and outside of my house is decked out. I'm in the Christmas spirit, and there's been lots of sales going on with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, etc. So I've done lots of shopping. This video is going to be really exciting, and I'll tell you at the end of the next video. I've got the box sitting right there, which I am so excited for, but we'll talk more about that later. So if you guys have been with me for a while, I'm sure you guys will remember hearing me say or mention Leslie's Glass Hut from Etsy. So just like I mentioned in my last video, I used to shop a lot for stained glass online. I used to order these stained glass spectrum iridescent glass packs right from Amazon, and I also used to shop on Etsy a lot, one of the main stores being Leslie's Glass Hut. So before I found Twin Cities stained glass and way before I found Toy Town stained glass, I used to really largely buy online. And Leslie's Glass Hut was one of those shops that I shopped at a lot, and I've never had a problem with them. I've always loved the glass that I get from her. So on a whim, over this last weekend where there were all these crazy Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, I said, you know what, let me just go check Leslie's Glass Hut, just because I had the last video in my mind still. So I was thinking about online shopping for stained glass, because so many of you guys often say that you don't have access to a glass store near you. So I am more than happy to try to find and shop at as many different online places as I can. So if you guys have suggestions for other ones that you want me to try out, just let me know. But I am very familiar with Leslie's Glass Hut. Like I said, I used to order from her a lot. I've always been super pleased, but I caught her at a really good time. We'll go over all of these details. So the major thing that I noticed this time was she was offering a lot of 12 by 12 pieces of glass, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. I don't have time for ordering like 3 by 6 tiny pieces of glass. I need 12 by 12 or bigger if I'm going to order at all, and 12 by 12 is the smallest I will go. So I was really excited to see that she offered 12 by 12 pieces. Again, we'll go over all the details of how much everything costs, exactly what I got here in a second. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video, guys. We're going to be reviewing iridescent stained glass sheets from Leslie's Glass Hut right on Etsy. So if that sounds like something you guys are into, let's get started. Okay, so you guys know the drill. Before we can get to the fun and exciting part, which is of course looking at all of the beautiful glass, let's go over the not so exciting stuff first. So again, this is ordered from a shop right on Etsy. It is called Leslie's Glass Hut. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. So I ordered it from Leslie's Glass Hut on November 24th. It shipped November 27th, and it was delivered to my house December 1st, making it exactly 1 week. So it took exactly 1 week from the day I ordered to get it delivered to my house, which I love from an Etsy shop. I am a-okay with that. So before we go over all of the pieces that I got, just keep in mind every single sheet is all 12 by 12 inch pieces of glass, so I don't have to say that every single time. So first up on the list here, we've only got one sheet, and that's because that's all she had in stock. Unfortunately, I love clear Florentine. If she had more in stock, I would have bought in like 6 sheets, but she only had one, so I just picked up the one she had. So first on the list here, again, is the clear Florentine iridized, and that was $16. Next on the list, we've got this beautiful clear cube iridized from Wismac. So I picked up 4 sheets of that, and that was $16 a sheet. Then we've got clear CD iridized from Spectrum, which we're all pretty familiar with, I'm sure. So I got 4 sheets of that at $18 a piece. Then I've got 2 sheets of this dark Christmas green ripple iridescent from Kokomo, and those are $20 a piece. And last, I got 2 sheets of this ruby red smooth iridized from Spectrum, a beautiful glass, at $22 a sheet. So like I mentioned earlier in this video, I caught her at a really good time. I'm so glad she just randomly popped into my head. She had an awesome Black Friday deal going, and that was 30% off everything. Not only that, free domestic shipping when you spend over $150. Easy peasy, it was a done deal. So my item total before any discounts was $236. So with the Black Friday discount, I got a discount of $70.80, making my subtotal $165.20. Then I got free shipping, which would have been $19.99, but I got free shipping again because I spent over $150. Then with sales tax, which was $10.33, my actual total came to $175.53. So with all that being said, that means we paid roughly $13.50 for each piece of glass, because we have 13 sheets total. So we have 13 sheets of 12 by 12 pieces of glass at $13.50. $2.50 a piece. You cannot beat that. They're all iridescent sheets of glass. The order total was $175.53 in 2023 from online. I'm a-okay with that. So that is all the boring stuff. Let's get to the fun part. So I think I'm going to get the smaller of the two boxes. As you guys saw at the beginning, they came in two separate boxes. I'll start with the smaller one first, and then we'll get to the larger box. Okay, so as promised, we are starting with the smaller of the two boxes here. I'm not sure what pieces of glass are in which box. As always, packaged very well. And like I said, I haven't shopped from her in such a long time. The last time I purchased from her, I do not recall her having this custom tape, so I love seeing that. That is a really nice touch. This is packaged very, very well. Ooh, I know what this is. Let me pull all of this out and get the box out of the way, you guys. That way you guys can just see this glass a little bit better. Okay, this should be much easier. So, right on top, we've got that beautiful green iridescent ripple Kokomo glass. Look at that. And just like that, all of my worries drift away. It is a stunning, stunning piece of glass. A beautiful cut of that iridescent. Look at that texture, you guys. They have such an incredible ripple texture. It's so freaking cool. That is stunning. Here we go again. How many times am I gonna say that word in this video? But as you can see right on the top here, we've got beautiful sections of that rainbow iridescent. We've got a little bit of that almost holographic looking silver up top here. Then we move into a band of the rainbow iridescent, and then it goes into greens and purples, yellow, blue, that golden color. Overall, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of glass, but we are starting out really strong with this dark Christmas green ripple iridescent from Kokomo. All right, next up, look at that. Look at that color, you guys. So this is the second piece of the Christmas green Kokomo. Look, woo! That is stunning. You guys know me, this is my favorite type of iridescent right here. That extreme high shine, beautiful rainbow iridescent. We've got all of the colors in this finish. That is stunning. So we've got a little bit of a band of that green and purple right here, but within it, we've got smaller bands of that high shine, golden, pink, green, purple iridescent. And then this half over here is that classic abalone almost style iridescent that I love. That's got all of the colors within it. It's got silver, gold, purple, green, pinks, yellows, everything. And again, it is on this green, dark green based ripple glass. That is beautiful, you guys. Chef's kiss. Okay, next up. Looks like we've got the classic Spectrum Red. Ooh, I haven't seen this in quite some time. So, I've always loved this glass, but I have found for whatever reason with this Spectrum Iridescent Red, I've never been able to find sheets of it that have like a wow factor iridescent. So you guys can see up here, and you'll see again in my corner shots on the video somewhere of it in the sun of what the iridescent actually looks like. But I found with this specific glass in the red, I've never found it with like the wow factor iridescent that I love within iridescent glass so much. I've just never been able to find a sheet that's like completely covered in the iridescent that you guys see right here. It always just has a little bit of a duller look to it. It's still absolutely beautiful. I expect it with this glass at this point. It's just something I'm pointing out if you guys have never purchased this glass before, but it is an absolutely stunning iridescent glass, and it is on a beautiful, beautiful, rich Christmas red base. So it's obviously a see-through, beautiful red cathedral style glass, and it's got the stunning iridescent classic shiny Spectrum finish. Happy with that too. And I believe I got two pieces of that. So Yes, here is the second piece. So this one is actually a little bit better. We've got a little bit more of the rainbow iridescent up here. So you guys can see, again, you'll see it on the extra videos that I pop up in the corner, but you can see right here where we've got that beautiful golden yellow, pink, green, the true actual rainbow iridescent finish that I love so much. It's up in this corner over here, but once you get down here, it starts to fade a little bit. And then we get into that greenish brown, purpley color, but that's only right there. Largely it's over the whole sheet, but like I said, for some reason with this glass in particular, this glass, this color, I've never been able to find it with just a stunning, stunning finish iridescent. Again, this is all personal preference. I'm very well aware about it. It's par for the course with this glass. It's still an absolutely stunning glass. Ooh, it feels so nice. It's so smooth to the touch. It feels so nice in the hand. It's quality glass. I love it and I always will. So there is our second piece of the Christmas red, and that's everything we had in that first small box. So let's move on to the big box where we've got most of our glass from this order. Okay guys, here we go. Of course, that was packaged the same way. We've got our little stained glass sheet sandwich. Let's take a look at our first piece. Okay, so it looks like we've got our CD on top here. And how does the iridescent look? Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. And again, you guys, just a reminder, this is not a reflection on Leslie's Glass Hut at all. You guys know I'm very, very particular with my iridescent on my stained glass because it is essentially all that I work with. So this is not the best cut for me, but it's not bad. I absolutely will use it. But as you can see, it's got a little bit more of a dull finish to the iridescent, and it doesn't have a ton of the pinks and purples and yellows that I love to see within my iridescent finish. So it's not terrible, but as you can see, this section right here, it just has a very dull almost look to it. See how it almost looks like this rusty brown green? It's got that color right here that I'm always describing to you guys. That is not my favorite for iridescent, but it does definitely have some pinks and greens and yellows within here. So it is not a total waste by any means. And again, that is not a reflection on Leslie. That is just a manufacturer thing. And it's just a my personal opinion thing. It's just my personal taste. I would prefer a little bit more rainbow within my iridescent sheets, but that is totally okay. Par for the course when ordering online. Just something to be aware of if you are a picky person like me. Okay, next up, we've got another piece of our CD. And how does this one look? Okay, so same. It looks like it was probably cut from the same large factory piece of glass. It's, again, not by any means is this glass ugly. It's just not my absolute favorite. You guys will see better in the sunlight extra shots that I put up in the corner. But again, you can't say too much about this glass, you guys. It speaks for itself. It's a beautiful CD spectrum iridescent glass, and it's all about personal preference on whether or not you like this type of iridescent. Okay, so we've got another piece of the CD, and unfortunately, you guys, this is one that I am not super thrilled with. So this is one of those instances where I wouldn't use probably any of this glass unless I had a specific use for it. So this entire sheet is covered in that rusty, orangey, brown, green iridescent shift. So it's just not my favorite. I don't love this type of iridescent, but other than that, again, it's packaged well, so there's no scratches on it. It's just not my favorite iridescent finish. So let's keep going. We've got one more left. How'd we do on the last one here? Oh, okay, same. This one's actually a little bit worse. So here you can really see what I'm talking about, you guys. See how brown that looks? That doesn't look like a beautiful rainbow iridescent to me. It just looks brown and green, which is super, super unfortunate. That is a bummer. Again, it is packaged beautifully. There's no scratches on it. There's no cracks. It's a CD Spectrum, the same glass that we've been looking at. It's just not my favorite iridescent once again. This is number 4. That should be our last piece of Spectrum CD Clear. Let's move on to something else. All right, what do we got next here? Okay, we've got the Florentine. Look at you guys. Oh, I'm so sad she only had one sheet of this. Look at that. Oh, that is now this is what I'm talking about. When you compare the two, look at the iridescent finish on this glass, that high shine, vibrant, extremely colorful, super rainbow, true iridescent finish. When you compare an iridescent finish like this to something like this, we're not even playing the same game here. We're in two totally different fields, totally different ballparks, not playing the same game. This is completely different than something like this. You cannot beat that iridescent, you guys. It is just absolutely stunning. And of course, it's the Florentine glass, so it's got that insane sunburst looking texture. If you guys have never gotten your hands on Florentine, you've got to try to do so because it is an absolutely breathtaking glass, you guys. Let me see if I can get a little closer here. You see how it looks like little sunflowers almost? It is a very, very unique texture. They look like tons and tons of little sunflowers or little sunbursts all next to each other. Look at that texture. Look at that iridescent. Again, you don't need to say too much about this glass, you guys. It speaks for itself. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so bummed I only got one small piece of it. Only one 12 by 12. I need to get my butt out to Toy Town. Okay, next up, we've got the clear cube iridized. So this is face up. We've got the cube side, the textured side facing up, and I can already see it is a stunner. Look at that iridescent. It is very heavy in the yellow, blues, and golds here, but I am totally fine with that. Then down here, we've got a beautiful strip of rainbow. Look at that, you guys. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Again, it is buttery smooth on the top, and on the bottom we've got this insane cube texture. So it is tons and tons, thousands of tiny little almost geometric looking cubes. How cool is that? It's beautiful. It's easy to cut. It is that stunning high shine, high iridescent that I absolutely love. We've got all the colors of the rainbow here on a beautiful clear base textured cube glass. Okay, here's our next one. Now I can see immediately this one I'm not gonna love so much. So we've got a beautiful strip of the rainbow here, but you can see this is very silver and gold on this side. So let's flip it over. You can see we've got a stunning section from about here over. We've got tons of that rainbow color, that high shine rainbow. Lordy, is that beautiful. Absolutely stunning, stunning glass. But if we flip it and take a look at this side, it's very, very silver and gold. I mean, by no means, again, do I hate this, because this is better by far than that iridescent that I talk about all the time that I dislike, that browny, reddish, ugly, green iridescent I hate. This silver and gold, it almost has a holographic effect to it. So if you look really closely at it, especially when it is in the sunlight, even though it's not essentially a rainbow iridescent section, you get a very close to holographic quality within this glass. Next up, we've got another piece. Okay, and this is almost the same, but a little bit better. So we've got a little bit more of that rainbow. We're almost halfway into the sheet of glass here, which I'm a little bit happier about for sure. I'll take it. And then of course, same as the last sheet, we've got just about half of that almost holographic looking silver, yellow, gold on this side. So I'll take it. It's not my absolute favorite, but I don't hate it by any means. Again, it is the stunning clear based cube iridescent glass, you guys. Last one. Ooh, and she made it good. She made it good, folks. Look at it from behind. Okay, we've got our last piece of cube. Look at that texture. I'm too excited to wait. Let's flip it. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That is what I'm looking for. That is what I'm talking about. This is the iridescent that all iridescent glass needs to look like. If it ain't like this, I don't want it. Look at how beautiful. This is what a mermaid's house is made of, folks. Under the ocean, mermaid glass, I don't know. It's so beautiful. Look at that. You can't tell me nothing. That glass is show-stopping. Absolutely stunning. I'm so glad this was our last piece of glass, you guys. It is the last piece of clear, cubed, iridescent glass, and it is absolutely breathtaking. I want to eat it. I want to eat it. I want to break it. I want to save it forever. I want to sleep with it. I know that sounds weird. I want to sleep next to it. I want to look at it all night. It is so freaking beautiful. Oh my God, you know what I sound like? That rainbow lady. The rainbow sponge lady. Am I the rainbow sponge lady, but with glass? No! Okay, anyways, absolutely stunning piece of glass here, you guys. This is our last piece from Leslie's Glass Hut, and I am super, super happy. What a beautiful piece to end on. You can't beat it. Like I said, do not be afraid of textures like this. Look at that freaking color, you guys. Stop it right now. Ending on a bang. That is our last piece of glass, you guys. And that is it for our Leslie's stained glass haul from Etsy. Okay, guys, as expected, I'm happy. I'm so glad to have come back now years later. I don't think I've purchased from her in years. So I'm super happy to have not only come back and still see her shop up and running, but seemingly thriving. It seems like she's doing really well. She has no idea I'm doing this. She doesn't know who I am, I don't think, at this point. It's been years since I used to consistently shop from her. I'm really happy and happy to say that I absolutely still recommend Leslie's Glass Hut. I will have her link down below. I approve. So I'm super, super excited. I'm happy for her. I'm happy she is still up and running, doing well, and available for you guys to now shop with her, because again, I've seen all of the comments about how many of you unfortunately either did or have never had stained glass shops near you, so you have to exclusively shop online. So hopefully you guys will shop with Leslie and enjoy her shop just as much as I do, especially now that she is offering 12 by 12 pieces of glass and shipping them. So that's it for today's video, guys, but I did want to mention really quick before we go, my next video. So all I'm going to tell you, it is a grinder review, but wait, don't yell at me yet. It is not a Gryphon grinder. So you guys know I am a Gryphon girl, but I will tell you I bought this grinder with my own money. I won't tell you where I got it. I won't tell you any other details, but I bought it with my own money. It is not a Gryphon grinder. I've got so many grinders, and I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me talk about how much I love Gryphon, so I figured let's try something different, and it is very different. I've never owned one of these grinders before, so I'm super, super excited. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you aren't already, and yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you did, comment down below, and let me know what do you want to see next, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Happy Christmas month if you celebrate. Woo! Oh, and don't forget to let me know if you guys have online places that you want me to shop. I'll do it. I'll do it. You don't gotta ask me twice.